Hey, good morning, guys. It's Mac here. I just wanted to go ahead and get started with this live stream. Basically, today, during this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up a baker on the Tezos testnet. If you want to go ahead and follow along, and if you have any questions, please, you can leave a question in the YouTube chat on the side here, or you can go ahead and leave a message in my Baker Telegram channel, and the link to that is below in the description. Okay, so basically, we had some technical issues this morning. My Mac is having trouble running all this stuff at once, and I get my new M1 MacBook later today, so hopefully it arrives. Hopefully not during the live stream, but yeah, so should have less issues in the future running this, but today was a little bit tough. Anyways, thank you guys for your patience, and let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, I'm kind of assuming that you guys have all gone ahead and registered on the Vultr, and the reason I had you guys kind of do it on Vultr and not AWS is because with Vultr you can actually pay in Bitcoin or Litecoin. I definitely recommend going ahead and using KuCoin or something like that. You can make your baking rewards or whatever you want, just kind of convert it to Litecoin, then pay with Litecoin, and then you don't have to worry about credit card payments or anything like that on Vultr. So it's very convenient. I don't like to say sell your Tezos baking rewards to pay for your baker, but I mean that's kind of what normal, industries do. You use your expenses to pay, or you use your capital, your raised capital to pay for your expenses. So in this case, yeah, I mean you could sell your baking rewards and go ahead and pay for your pay for your baker infrastructure. So this is a very good service for that. They also have a firewall built in, so you can just basically only log in from the IP address that you designate. And you can also put in SSH keys and encrypt those, and you can keep your baker nice and locked up tight so that no one can steal your private keys. A lot of people say that you need like an HSM or something like that. I would say yes, you should get an HSM. However, you can also encrypt the hard disk. Anybody breaks in to the actual baker itself, the node. This is all on one VPS, so it's all encrypted. They'd have to break the encryption on the VPS itself. Then they'd have to break the encryption on the private key, and then they could get your basically information. And by the time they start leeching off, and you lose baking rights, and they start leeching off the Tezos on your baker's private key, you'll have realized that your baker is down, someone's broken in, and you can go ahead and leech off the take out the money or take out the crypto yourself. So there's a lot of concerns about privacy, about security, having the baker on there, but it's honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I assumed you already have Ubuntu 20.04 set up. So basically what you want to do from there is you want to open up the... I just basically go to Google there. Second. So normally when I go ahead and set up a baker, I just go like this really easily. Okay. And basically run how to run Tezos. I'm just click on that Tezos GitLab right there. It takes you to all the information you need. No, sorry, setting up a Tezos node. But it'll take you to the same page, okay? So how to get Tezos. Just I don't like the name that they put on this, but that's okay. It should be how to set up a Tezos node should be the title of this page, honestly. But it's kind of confusing. But anyways, it's pretty simple to go from here. Normally what I do is I go ahead and... Oh, where's my putty session? So I have putty session open. I'm logged in here. You can see... Oh, let's go back. Oops, there we go. From here, you can see basically... Just copy. You can basically just copy it. Let's go ahead and create a user. Sudo add user baker. Okay. The new password. That's good. And then su baker. Oh, su bakery. Okay, so now your bakery is on now your bakery is added, and you go ahead and have your bakery user account made, right? So from there, all you have to do is go ahead and install some of these dependencies. So copy and paste. So I'm not just like the best way to go ahead and do my screen sharing for this, but I'm just going to copy and paste that first line. Oh, you have to add it to okay, so we have to add the sorry, we have to add the sudo to you have to add the sudo user to look at it. Okay. Okay, so I just kind of googled how to add a sudo user because I always forget the command. So yeah, I should probably learn do this. But anyways, sorry. Okay, I'll just do it. User mod. Sorry, I usually use a Mac, so I'm not used to the shortcuts on Windows. Sudo bakery. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm gonna go to Vulture and get my get my bakery testnet. Get my bakery testnet root password. There we go. Ugh. I switch from Windows to okay. Okay, now we're gonna go to how to add a user mod sudo bakery. Okay, so I just basically googled how to how to add a user to sudo user, and then I googled how to and then I copied the root account password from my Vulture account. Now I can go ahead and go sudo bakery, and it should probably cd, and then it should take me. I think it'll take. It won't let me do it again. So copy and paste again. This, and you can build from a Docker file. However, sometimes they're not. The Docker files aren't updated on time. For mainnet, usually they are, but sometimes they come out with a quick patch. So you'll have to install from binaries anyway. So I just kind of always install from binaries just because I've had that happen a lot on Tezos. And also, yeah, to be honest, it's really short. Like, it doesn't take that long to install via the binaries anyway. So, yep. Any questions going on or? Okay, cool. So now you can go ahead and install Rust up. Sorry if I seem kind of clunky, like I said before, it's because I am not used to Windows shortcuts. So you just basically go down the line and you can just copy and paste. And this is works perfectly with Ubuntu 20. With CentOS, the commands are a little bit different. So which one did I just do? Oh man, I did this one already. No, I didn't. Okay. And now this is cargo. You might get some errors with the cargo one. If you install, if you do this as a user, you might have issues. You might have to. We're gonna have to basically log out of this user and log back in. Once you give, once you do the source command, it might sometimes so we copy and paste. So sometimes you have to log out as the user. So I'm gonna have to put in my password again. And basically I'm just going to Vulture on my other screen and copying the root password. And this is not like oops, there we go. And then now you have to open up the bakery again. Okay. Now we should be ready to go ahead and download the Tezos Git. And then basically just git clone. Because you're using Ubuntu, it's already installed with the dependencies that Ubuntu comes with. So this actually makes it really easy just to go ahead get the node started. With CentOS, it's more bare bones, so you usually have to like install all these extra like supporting apps and dependencies. Whereas with Ubuntu, it just comes with everything that Tezos needs pretty much, and you can just follow this straight down. Debian as well works apparently. That's what it says here. So. Oh, oops, I can just... Yeah, just get check out regular latest release. It's fine. So because we're running testnet, the latest release is fine. And then this should just run this should run flawlessly now, hopefully. So, like I said, if you're running this for the first time on Vultr, you're gonna have to init opam, which just like that. You just did this, made the switch for Tezos. I think is what that does. Then you just do, just type this in. From now, I kind of know this one. Okay, if you get this error right here, it's just a weird error that it has always the first time you run this. So don't pay any attention. It always happens to me, and I always wondered why, but it's just there. And because we're running on 4 cores, it should install pretty fast. You guys like my Minions glass? I don't know why, I just like the Minions a lot, so I got a lot of Minion stuff. Yes, I'm a kid at heart. Everybody who knows me knows this. So this step 7 seems to take the longest. I've been doing this for a long time, so I know all the steps. Let's go ahead and while we're waiting for this, I'll take you guys to some of the other websites I use for Tezos, okay? So let's go to Crypto Tezos. Look at all my Tezos. This isn't even all of them. That's the sad part. Oh, this is Firefox. This is my Tezos Baker, Testnet Baker. So this is actually my Testnet Baker I'm running right now. I just set this up. This is gonna be my kind of permanent Testnet Baker that I'm working on. So you can see I went ahead and I set it up a couple days ago. So you can see it has baking rights for cycle 171 and 172. So basically you can use the TZ stats to go ahead and check on your testnet baker as well and see how it's doing and see the rewards and everything. I just realized I am not on full screen. Okay, so yeah, you can see basically all the rewards and everything over here for your testnet baker, which is kind of cool. From there, also Tezos. Let me see, Tezos snapshots. So this is where we're gonna go ahead and learn and get the Granada net snapshots. So basically, during the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and download the full snapshot for this when it's done. Then I'm gonna go ahead and download the full snapshot while I'm running the Tezos compiler, the makefile. And then that way I can basically have everything done by the time the makefile's done, and I can just start up the node and register as a baker, and then we should be done. So I'm guessing maybe another 20-30 minutes we should be finished with this setup. Maybe even less since I'm using the 4-core processor. Fingers crossed. Also, another note, you can, once you get this done, I'm gonna try and give you guys like the cool way of basically the cool way to go ahead and connect to your node using Temple Wallet, and then you can connect to your wallet, your testnet Temple Wallet, and everything like that. So basically you can run your testnet node, and then you can earn testnet Tezos, and then you can help out with all the testnet dApps and things like that if you want. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get that for you guys. That's actually a special command. You have to do a special command when you're running the node in order to get that to work. And it took me a while to figure out, especially if you want to do it with Firefox, because Firefox tends to use less battery life on a Mac, and on PC I think too it runs lighter. So I use Firefox, but it requires some extra work. So yeah. So it looks like how we're doing here. We're about halfway done with it. This is basically the longest you're gonna have to wait. Importing the node takes a while as well, and doing the makefile also takes a little bit of time. But this is by far the longest. I think it's maybe like 30% longer than the rest of the process. Any other of the big steps in the process, at least. So. And actually, this is almost the exact same process for starting on the tenderbake testnet, which I want to do a tutorial on that as well. Tenderbake testnet is going to be like temporary. It's only going to be run, basically it's like a beta testnet for tendermint. And then the plan is to go ahead and move Granada net to tendermint before mainnet, so that dApps can have a chance to test all their applications for like a week or two before they actually deploy on the tenderbake mainnet. So right now they don't have that implementation. So basically it all switches over at once, and they have to test. They can't test their current contracts on the tenderbake unless they deploy them on tenderbake. Whereas from now on, hopefully we're gonna have this testnet that's running in parallel with mainnet that actually has a week that upgrades a week earlier, so that dApp owners have a chance to test all of their real their code and everything before the mainnet moves to tenderbake. And this should hopefully make the whole upgrade process smoother for Tezos in the future, I'm hoping. So, but it's going to require a lot more bakers on testnet. So yeah, that is why I am making this tutorial, so we can get more bakers on testnet. Looks like we're almost done. This is awesome. So once this is done, we have a few more steps. We have to evaluate it, which I have. You can actually see here. So after this, we're gonna do this little evaluate button. Evaluate, but man, we can't even see it. Okay. There we go. And then you just kind of copy and paste that. Boom. And then you hit make. Oh, wait, no, sorry. From this point in time, you actually want to start an application called Screen. This is kind of like a multi-desktop sort of thing for terminal. And then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you can't see. Oh, that's annoying. So you can see here I'm typing in Screen S, which starts a new session. And then we're going to type in node. Okay. So since I'm only running a testnet node, one node is fine, I think. Node. So now it's starting a screen. And then you can hit, basically you can hit Control A and then C, and it opens up a new window, and then Control A N, and you can switch between them. Anyways, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and go here, testnet. We're going to go full testnet, and you want to use the second permalink. This is much simpler than trying to use the other one. So just go ahead and, ooh, can't see. So I'm just going to copy and paste and go boom. Okay. And it's downloading, so I can just hit Control and new. Oh, it looks like it's downloading really fast. Guess my internet's not fast enough at home. Okay. So then you're just going to hit make. Boom. Okay. So this takes a while as well. Just so you guys know, like, I make this process look really simple, but I kind of done it a couple times on different operating systems, and I definitely have to say, yeah, Ubuntu seems to run the best, and Debian. Yeah, it already comes with all the dependencies, so it works really well. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long, I think, with the high processing power of the cloud. Oh, thank you. Oh, someone said hi to me. That feels so nice. Let me respond. Oh, let me just go get some coffee real quick. Need that energy. Any questions, sir? Oh, looks like. Okay, good. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. So it looks like we're We're almost done here. So basically, we're just gonna let this load up. Once the jobs are done, it's gonna confirm everything, and then basically you can import the node, and you're ready to go. And then we just register the baker with the faucet key, and we're good. So yeah, I recommend during this next process, we're gonna import a faucet key from. I'm gonna import a faucet key. We're gonna import a faucet key. Just the faucet. So here we're gonna go to, this is Granada net, right? This is where we're gonna get the faucet key, and this actually tells you how to do it. You can build it. This tells you how you can build it via the Docker, but yeah, I just do it through the command line. So basically, it tells you exactly what we just did almost. Okay. Looks like our baker is done. Cool. So now we just need to go ahead and import the file. So like we just went to the Tezos testnet snapshots, right? So now we can just like this copy. We should be able to just do this. You have to put in like a little dot and slash in front of it, and then you can just copy and paste. Oops. Okay. So you can just go and, from here, you can configure net. You have to set the node to Granada net. Okay. There you go. Now you can import it. So just go back to the import we just did. There you go. Now it's importing. This part takes a while as well, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my special notes on how to run this bad boy. So basically, if you want to set up this node for personal use, there's a way you can do it. You can change this IP address, and this is the command right here. So basically, you can change this IP address to the address of the public address of your Vultr server, which in my case today is this one right here. It says this address 45, right? Copy. So you can actually just copy and paste that in here. And this is if you want to use it as a public node, like you want to like connect to it and do transactions and stuff. Okay. So this is the command you want to run if you want to run this as a node, like to connect your Temple wallet to. I wouldn't recommend running a Baker and connecting your Temple wallet to it at the same time. Okay, then you're also gonna have to open up these ports on your VPS on the firewall settings. So I wouldn't recommend running that exactly, but yeah, you can basically rather than doing that. Yeah, so you can do this commands to go ahead and connect from Temple Wallet, but you don't have to. We're not going to do that today. We're just going to do this one. Once it's done importing, it's very simple. Tezos node run, and then we're going to register our Baker. And if we have any errors registering the Baker, then I think we might have to add this second part, allow all our PPC in order to have the Tezos client connect to it. I'm not sure though. We'll have to test it out. I usually run everything internal and then block all the firewalls, and then I also use it as I use the same node as a personal node, as my testnet baker. Or sorry, no, I don't run them. Sorry, I run 2 nodes internally right now, 2 nodes for mainnet, and then I connect to one, which holds the node that I connect to with my Temple wallet. And then the other one runs the Baker and the Baker daemons and everything like that. And that's the private. Everything's private on that one. So that's my setup here. But my private keys here are on a HSM, which costs like $800 just for the HSM device. So not very cheap, but it adds an extra layer of security. So like I said, it's going pretty fast today just because we did this on the really fast VPC. Oh, somebody else joined. We have a whole whopping crowd of 4 people today. Good morning, sir. How's everybody doing today? Anything exciting going on? Are you guys chatting in our bakery chat room? No. No one has joined the chat channel. Okay. Oh, looks like we're finished. Okay. So since we've gone ahead and finished the importing the node, we can now start the node. So that. Okay. Now from here, since we started a screen session, I'm gonna hit Control AD. Then I'm gonna start a new screen session. And I'm gonna call this Baker. Okay. And I'm actually gonna exit that. And then I'm gonna resume the old screen session. So you do screen R, resume, and then again to disconnect from the session, you just Control AD. then hit screen R, and then you can go to the node. Okay, so sometimes you'll have an error like this. Failed to validate block using external validation process. The socket path may run. So there's actually a troubleshooting step sometimes you have to go through. Let's see if they have it on the Snapchat website. Sometimes this maybe it's this one. Maybe this will work. Let's see. Try it again. Let's see if it works. Nah, it's broken again. So the way to fix that is there's a troubleshooting step. Let me go ahead and find it real quick. And this is some of the stuff that kind of drives people crazy. So, yeah. Just a second. And if anybody's watching this and wants to get this information, like I said, please join our Telegram group and just ask me there. I can post it in the thing, but I'd rather just like have people actually hit me up and ask me because okay, let's see what's in here. Sorry, I'm trying to find the troubleshooting step. It's kind of hard for we call it. It's kind of interesting spot. Here we go. Troubleshooting. I just found it, and then it's gone. I scrolled too far. There it is. This one right here. So this should fix me. Yeah, that works. So this troubleshooting step, let's see, it's this one right here. I'll go ahead and put that in the description as well. Sometimes you run into this issue. I don't know why it's not in the documentation. So as you can see here, this is the troubleshooting step I just did. Export XDD runtime to directory. Okay. So I think it's because you're running, you installed as root and you're running it as a user, but I'm not exactly sure. To be honest, I've only been in IT myself for 4 years now, so I'm not like the number one guru. I also didn't go to college or anything for IT, so it's all self-study. So there are gaps in my knowledge, I'm not gonna lie. So it looks like it's going real fast here. Woo! Oh, what do I think about tenderbake and sharding? I think tenderbake is really good. I was really hoping for a lower block time, like a lot of people were, but it's still 30-second blocks. So you're not going to have much faster transactions. There's just going to be more transactions per second, which I think you could probably do both, but I think they're worried about stability of the network if we lower the block time. So they want to increase the transactions per second before lowering the block time is what I think they're going on. Honestly, I have to read up on some of this stuff later today. I was a bit busy this weekend. So, tenderbake, I think it's going to be really good. I'm running a testnet node right now. I haven't actually had a chance to start baking. I get my baking rights today, I think. So I should start to see, like, be able to troubleshoot the baking and things like that on tenderbake, seeing if it works properly. It's not working with Temple at all right now. Like Granada testnet works fine. I connect. With the commands I show you during this tutorial, you can connect to Temple. You can connect Temple to your node and use it as a private node, and all the data shows properly and everything. All your tokens show. You can deploy a contract, and the FA2 tokens show in the blah, blah, browser plugin, Temple plugin. Jeez. Okay, this is going good. Okay. So basically we have to wait for this to sync. going really fast. I can't even click on it. Oh. I'm like trying to click on it to copy it. Oopsies. No, I want to copy. I didn't hit. Okay, this is really annoying. Okay, I'm trying to click on this to find out what block we're on. It's just too fast. Hopefully it's not like syncing from the very beginning. That's what I want to know. It should just be using the... Should just be using the one I hate. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, so okay, let's just copy that. Then I'm gonna go to TZ stats here. Go to TZ stats. Oh, sorry, Granada net. Oh, really? What's your idea? Well, it's kind of hard to ask, but I know they're doing roll-ups, and I know that's kind of what Arthur is pushing for. Sharding itself, I haven't looked into a whole ton, to be honest. November 15th. That is today, right? So I basically just copied and pasted. Oh, looks like might be caught up here. Okay. So yeah, basically you can know you're caught up when it kind of freezes like this because it has a 15-second block time on testnet, I think. No, it's 30-second block time on testnet. Okay. So it says chain is now bootstrapped. Okay. So bootstrap's a lot faster on testnet. Anyways, now you can see like what I did there was I copied the block right here and then I pasted it in the can you guys see what I'm doing? Sorry. See. So what I did there was I basically copied the block and then I pasted it in the Explorer here. I pasted it and then it showed me that the block is like at this time today, which is 7:20 a.m. and it's now about like 10:30 a.m. So it synced up really fast. Testnet syncs a lot faster than the mainnet because it's less decentralized. So the more centralized you are, the faster you are. That's why Solana is so fast. But now we have to do the next step, which is how to get this one. How to go ahead and get our faucet. So basically, you're going to grab on that faucet. And how I just import the faucet is I go like this. Let me see. I can just go like this. I'm in Tezos, right? So, oh, sorry. First, you want to create the faucet file. Sorry, sudo nano. Let's go faucet.json. I don't need to go sudo nano. Okay. Okay, and I just hit Control C. So I just basically opened up a notepad, and then I pasted it in, and I saved it as a JSON file. Control X to get it, and then Y to save. Okay, so if any of you guys have issues with these basic commands, please just hit me up in the Telegram group, or just use Google. It's your biggest friend in these cases. I didn't realize. Yeah, that's basically you can get started in IT just using Google. It's pretty simple. Okay, so. What am I doing now? Okay, now I have to look. So I have to get my old notes out. I have a notebook saying how to import the account. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and import the account. What's your idea? You want to type the idea? If you have the idea, well, you could type it in the chat room. I can talk about it while we do this. Ooh. Okay. So basically, I just copied my old. Oh no, with faucet, Jason. Okay. So, like I said before, we have an issue connecting. So when you do this, you actually have to run the node. Wait, am I on root? Oh, I'm in root, that's why. Okay. CD Tezos. Screen R node. Okay, now with this you have to quit the node. Then you're gonna have to go ahead and try and I think this might work if we go ahead and run the node as a run, and then you can change the RPC address. Localhost, and then change it to 8732. And that should make it, I think that should make it so we can connect. I don't know why I need it. So I just like listed my screen sessions. Now I'm the screen. Oh, Baker. Let's try this again. Wait, what? Oh man, it didn't save my thing. Okay. Try this again. Oops. Copy and paste is not working for me today. Okay, let's go faucet.json. And delete that. So yeah, you can actually do it with just the local host 8732 when you launch the node for the first time. So you can launch the node, but nothing can connect to it unless you open up the local host port. Then your local host and your other daemons can connect to it locally. Daemons. I have to pronounce that. Let's see how much testnet Tezos we get. That's the real question. Looks like, oh, we got enough testnet Tezos to go ahead and register as a baker. So this makes my job a lot simpler. So watch this. So from here, we just go ahead and go like this. Tezos client, activate, account, testnet. What do we do? What do we call this one? Testnet baker. Baker. Oh. Sorry, this isn't right. Gotta remember you have to register as a delegate. So basically, like this. Tezos, client, register, key, testnet, baker, as delegate. And boom. Okay, so once you register as a delegate, you're basically going to have a few cycles. You're going to have to wait like 3 days. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're going to have to wait like about 5 days or 4 days for your baking rights. So it comes pretty fast. I'm actually going to get my baking rights for my official testnet baker coming here soon. If you want to have a lot of testnet Tezos and be a testnet baller, you can use the faucet, but they ask you not to abuse the faucet. But I like to look rich, at least on paper. Just kidding. Anyways, but yeah, if you have more testnet Tezos, you get more baking rights, which means you can put more load on the baker. So you can if you actually have that much load on mainnet, you probably want to put more load on it on testnet because there's less transactions going through. And then you can make sure that you can run the baker properly on the infrastructure that you're using from the testnet baker. If you're trying to do that kind of testing out the infrastructure before you deploy on mainnet, which is what I do. So anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for the tutorial today. Next time we're going to come back. I'm actually going to just destroy this server right now and then just redeploy it. It only takes a few minutes. You can just kind of do it. The commands I showed you today, you can just kind of do it pretty fast. You just copy and paste from like a note file, and then you don't have to pay the extra $20 for running the server for a week or whatever it costs. So you guys can do the same thing. Like I said, you can also run all this from a Raspberry Pi, no issue, running Ubuntu 20.04. So that's another way to do it. Also, I think Raspbian actually supports all of these commands right off the bat, so you can run this all from a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, so you can do that too. That's definitely a good option. Anyways, yep. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any extra questions, feel free to join my Telegram group. The Telegram group is in the description below. So just go ahead and click down and scroll through, and you can go ahead and see my